Welcome to the Burgh Vivant set, ADRIANNE Knapp.
Thank you for having me.
I am not Brian Edward. I don't know if you've noticed, I am underdressed. This is the first time I've worn this blazer and felt underdressed. Will you forgive the Burgh Vivant brand?
I'll forgive the Burgh Vivant brand for today.
For today. That's great, because that's the day we have you.
It's great.
You are here to talk about, was it something from the New Works Festival? Is it an older work?
It's a slightly older work. It's fairly unknown at this point.
All right.
But
give it to me. Names?
Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
At PICT,
At
I do
PICT.
believe.
PICT Classic Theater, yeah.
Big role?
It's one of the biggest I've ever played. Juliet is it's quite the undertaking, but it's a really fun role. I'm really excited.
Juliet.
Yeah.
That's funny. The last time I saw you on stage was in 1984.
Yes.
Where you played a petulant teenage girl.
Yes, I did.
Don't get typecast. You're far too talented.
Yeah, I am on a streak of playing petulant teenagers, it seems. But
did you think of turning it down just so you don't get pigeonholed?
No, a role like Juliet is something you just don't turn down. So, yeah.
I can only imagine. I've never been offered Juliet.
Well, hey.
So, PICT.
PICT.
Talk to us. Setting, old school style,
Yes.
very Elizabethan, Renaissance.
Old school in a way. We are not setting it in the typical Elizabethan Verona. We're actually setting it in 1930s New York City in the Little Italy part of the city. We're kind of trying to push the whole kind of mobster, kind of like, bad guys in the, I don't know, suits, I guess, kind of thing.
It's a prequel for West Side Story.
Basically a prequel for West Side Story,
All right.
yeah.
Those gangs before we get to the other gangs.
Yes, and Brett Sullivan-Santry, our dramaturg, actually gave us a really awesome presentation on the 30s and Little Italy in particular, what life was like, and in fact, very similar to Verona in the 1500s when Romeo and Juliet would have originally taken place. There was constant street violence, constant warring families and communities, constantly, killing each other, I guess, for lack of a better term.
Sounds like a feel-good show.
Yes. Setting
up for a happy ending, clearly.
Yes, exactly. It's interesting. It's gonna be really great, and I think people are really going to like the interpretation that we're doing. So.
Excellent. Now, you're no stranger to Pittsburgh. You lived here for a lot, but you don't live here anymore.
I don't live here anymore. I actually grew up in Pittsburgh. I grew up on the west side in the Sheridan neighborhood, and I went to Point Park, literally right back here, for school. And
outside of our fishbowl.
Yes, outside of the fishbowl.
How's your Pittsburgh accent?
It's pretty good. As far as Pittsburgh accents go, I think I got a pretty authentic one.
Now, have you talked to Alan about working that in somehow? I mean, surely there was street violence in Pittsburgh in the 30s and 40s.
Surely there was, but I think I've joked with the cast. I'm like, I think it might take people all of 10 minutes to do a Yinzer Romeo and Juliet, and they'd probably walk out because it's not a pleasing accent to
I would stay for
listen
10 minutes. No, I would stay for 10.
I think they'd probably leave after, Romeo. They would
Maybe not 10. You may be right. You may be right.
Yeah, so luckily we're not doing Pittsburgh Romeo and Juliet. But yes, I recently moved to Washington, D.C. To further my acting career. They have a really vast and vibrant theater scene there, so I thought, hey, why not take my chances? And I was there for not all but 3 months, and I got called back to do Juliet and Romeo and Juliet in my hometown. Go Steelers! So, hey, I'm excited.
So we won't call it a comeback, but it is.
It is, in a way.
Is.
Yeah.
Your first comeback.
First comeback, yeah.
Fantastic.
Officially. Yes.
So working with Alan, he's kind
Yes.
of a local legend around here.
Yes, he is indeed. He's a great director. He really knows what he wants, and he's there to make you look amazing. And that is the one thing I really appreciate with working with him is it's not hard, it's not too much or too less of something. He just knows exactly what he wants and exactly how to do it. So he's great to work with, yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm. I mean, you're painting this like something I want to see. Like, what's the down and dirty? I mean, what's the lowdown?
The lowdown?
Is it just the deaths?
It's
Is that a spoiler alert?
Spoiler alert. I die. But then again, the play's been around for, how is it, like 500 years, 400 years, so
Who
roughly,
counts?
give or take. So I guess it's not really a spoiler, and it's pretty much, I think everybody's read it in high school, so.
Everybody dies
Almost
too.
everybody, yeah.
Everybody. You don't get the only death scene.
Yeah, I don't get the only one. There's multiple deaths, so.
Am I correct? Do you get 2 death scenes?
I get, technically, yeah. I take the potion and die. Everybody thinks I die, and then I wake up and then actually die. So
You don't often get to do 2 death scenes in one show.
it's pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. It's
You
pretty
lead a
great.
charmed life.
Yeah.
Washington, D.C., back to Pittsburgh.
I know.
The streets of Little Italy.
Yeah, Little Italy.
Biting thumbs. You talking to me? Is this how it's going to go down?
Yes, pretty much. We're trying to give it that flavor without, going too
I can't
far
wait.
into that. But yeah, it's gonna have the taste of that for sure.
I honestly can't wait.
It's gonna be amazing.
All right, so September 20th, you have a preview.
Oh, October 20th.
It's October already, isn't it?
It's already October.
Hence
yeah.
my fall colors.
Yes, it's October 20th is our preview. We have our formal opening night party on the 21st, and then we run through November 4th.
All right, so plenty of time to get there.
Plenty of time.
Excellent. We will make sure everyone gets ticket information up on our screen.
Yes.
We'll leave it there. ADRIANNE Knapp, Romeo and Juliet with PICT.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us here at Burgh Vivant.
Yes, thank you for having me.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.